Hi there. Welcome to this week's episode of the podcast with me, Russell Davis. Often we think we need to feel more confident to do the things we want to do. And we think the lack of confidence holds us back. What if it's not the lack of confidence? What if you don't need confidence? What if that's just looking in the wrong direction? It's a red herring. What do we need? Well, let's dive in and find out. So a conversation with a client, we talked about confidence. He was saying he needed more confidence and focus on bringing his confident self into his life, into his days, and that would help him be more the person he wants to be and do the things he wants to do. And I was just unpacking that a little bit and just maybe challenging that slightly. And I've been reflecting on that conversation, which I'm going to share in a minute, and where it led to. And I've been exploring that even further. And I think I can take it even further still. And 4 words come to mind. We all begin to see, interestingly, so we get the 4 C's. But I'm going to just guide you through that rather than give you a sneak peek to see where I'm ending up, because I end up in quite a not surprising place, but a very different place to confidence. So let me just kind of dive into this. So feeling you need more confidence, and I can relate to this. I remember being in a coaching session, saying to my coach, it was in a training room full of people, and I was up front, and he was coaching me, and I wanted to be more confident to do something. And he was saying, well, I can't do that. I can't help you make sure you have a certain feeling when you need it. And he's right. Feelings are like the weather. The feeling of confidence is like the weather comes and goes. You can't choose how you feel. And often we think we need to feel a certain way before we do something. People want to feel confident before they take an action. So the first thing, you can't control how you feel. And secondly, your feelings have no view of the future. Just because you feel confident doesn't mean it's going to go well. Just because you might feel nervous doesn't mean it's not going to go well. There are plenty of performers, very successful performers, who still get very nervous before they go on stage. They don't take any meaning from it. They just allow it. They just don't pay attention to it. Because they know they may feel nervous and still do well. They may feel nervous and not do well. It has no bearing on the actual performance, because nothing can predict the future. Particularly your feelings, because feelings look backwards. Feelings can't look forwards. Feelings can only look backwards. They're memories. They're things from the past. So we can't control our feelings. Feelings look backwards, not forwards. And also, confidence is generally a feeling you got having done something. I think for me, genuine confidence is not an emotional feeling. Genuine confidence is a belief in your capability. In fact, the etymology of the word confidence comes from to completely trust. And I think it is about trusting your capability. Having done something many times, you can do without thinking. I think true confidence doesn't come with this confident feeling. It's just not even thinking about it. It's just neutral. It's just, I'm just going to do it without thinking. There's no real thought or no real feeling. That's genuine confidence in our capability or ability in something. So it's just actually to completely trust. It's almost an absence of feeling. It's just doing. But sometimes it might feel edgy. It might feel edgy. And in those moments, it's not that we need more confidence, because confidence is a feeling. We can't control that. I think in those moments, what I was helping the client see is we need to make a choice. We need to make a choice. And I think to completely trust, trust is a choice. You can choose to trust. And it doesn't always feel good, but it's an inner voice within. Your instinct, your intuition lets you know whether you can trust or not, trust someone or trust a situation, or even trust yourself. It's about trusting yourself. Trusting that there's a little deeper thing within you knows what's right or wrong for you. I always feel like going for a run, but I choose because there's a deeper connection to something bigger than me that knows it's what I really want to be doing. It's what's aligned to my truth, my heart, and my soul. So for me, it's about shifting from trying to feel confident to actually making choices, to make choices. And our heart, our soul, our intuition knows what the right choices for us are. The moments of quiet, that little prompt within that feels right. It doesn't necessarily feel good, but it feels right for us. So I evolved it, from confidence to choice. And thinking about it further since that conversation with the client, I realized actually in that coaching session I mentioned earlier with that coach all those years ago, he was pointing towards courage. And rather than needing confidence, I think you need courage. And I think that's true. To make the right choice, sometimes you need courage. You know what the right choice is, but you need courage to act on it. You need courage to act on it. And looking at the etymology of the word courage, it comes from the Latin of heart. Heart is about honouring your heart. Having courage about honouring your heart. Despite what your thinking or feelings says, despite what maybe other people says or society says. It's about honouring your heart, living true to yourself, living true to yourself. So that's courage, to honour your heart, having the courage to make the right choice, the choice that honours your heart, honours your truth. And then I realised actually what I learned recently about myself and commitment. In doing things that felt edgy, I wanted to reach out to some people that feel inspired to support in some way, to feel really enamored by what they're creating in this world. And sometimes that feels edgy to me, that reaching out, and it feels a bit icky and a bit salesy, that I don't like that because I don't really need the work. It's not about neediness, it's about feeling inspired, but what about how people might perceive it? What about people judging me? What about my reputation, as it were? So all these kind of fears can come in. So it doesn't feel confident to do that. But there's something about honouring my heart. My truth is I want them to know that I'm inspired by it. I'm inspired by what they're doing. My truth is I want them to know that. That's my truth. And I feel inspired by what they're doing and I love to support them in some way. And that's honouring my heart. And that's commitment. For me, commitment is committing to your heart, your truth, honouring yourself. It's not about committing to an action. There might be an action to take the action of reaching out to that person. But the true action was a commitment to myself, to honour my truth, to express my truth and not hold back. So I moved from courage, which is from the heart, to actually commitment. To commitment. So suddenly we've gone from I need to feel confident before I do something to courage and commitment. Commitment to yourself. And I think that's a deeper guidance mechanism that gets us to where we want to be than waiting for a feeling that just blows with the wind. That just blows with the wind. Somehow we're taught to trust our feelings, listen to our feelings, but their thoughts, their imagination, their memories, they're not about who we are, who we really are, and about creating the life we really want. So rather than looking for confidence, when you're not thinking about the future, you may not feel confident about the situation you're in. But what can you do? What choices can you make that honour yourself, honour your heart in that situation? Having the courage to honour yourself, make that choice, and the commitment to yourself to make that choice. So I hope that serves you. To maybe identify where you can bring more commitment to yourself in honouring your heart. Loving you.